Morning 10th class students. In previous class I explained about transportation, the circulatory system. In first lesson we learnt about nutrition. In second lesson we learnt about respiration. In third lesson we learnt about transportation. No, first lesson nutrition. Nutrition means intake of food, that is very important life process. And second one is respiration, that is also an important life process. Why? Because it is the process which releases energy to our body. And third one is transportation. It is also an important life process in our body. Why? Because if these three processes does not take place, we cannot survive. Without food we can't survive. Without energy we can't survive. Without transportation we can't survive. Okay. Fourth lesson, excretion, the waste disposing system. In this I will explain about what is meant by excretion, how excretion takes place in animal body and how excretion takes place in plant's body, what is the need of excretion in living organism body. Okay, excretion is also a life process. Excretion is also a life process along with nutrition, respiration and transportation. Why excretion is a life process? I will tell briefly why excretion is a life process. Excretion means, what is the definition of excretion means? Excretion means a removal of waste materials in living body. Living body is called excretion. If excretion does not take place, what will happen? Our body filled with waste materials and extra water, which leads to the death of person. So excretion is the process which send waste materials at regular intervals. So excretion is a life process. Now first I will explain about the meaning of excretion. Do you know, children, excretion is not a English word. Excretion is a Latin word. Excretion is a Latin word. In English meaning, ex means out, crenier means shift, means shift out the waste material from the body is called excretion. Excretion is not an English word, it is a Latin word. In English meaning is ex means out, crenier means shift. Shift out the waste material from the body is called excretion. Okay, now I will start the lesson. Do you know, children, in first lesson we learnt about nutrition. Nutrition means intake of food. Do you know, nutrition is also called as anabolic process. Okay, nutrition means intake of food. Where we get food? We get food from plants. So plants can prepare their own food made in the process of photosynthesis. So food is prepared in the process of photosynthesis. That's why it is called photosynthesis. Is called anabolic process. Already I explained in the second lesson. Anabolic process means food making process. Anabolic process means food making process. And catabolic process. What is meant by catabolic process? Catabolic process means food breaking process. Food breaking process means anabolic process, food making process is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Catabolic process means respiration. Food breaking process is respiration. Photosynthesis and respiration united together is called metabolic process. Metabolic process. Anabolic plus catabolic is equal to metabolic. Photosynthesis plus respiration is equal to metabolic process. So, if you will observe in our metabolic activities, means our daily activities, so many waste materials are formed in our body. For example, so many solid wastes are formed in our body, and so many gases wastes are formed in our body, and so many liquids wastes also formed in our body. Do you know, children, our body is a cellular factory. Our human body is a cellular factory. Do you know, no means no product will be produced without any waste from factory. Do you know, children, no factory produce any product if you without any waste. For example, if you will take a chair will be produced from a factory or from carpenter. So if you will observe, if you want to produce any product without waste, we cannot produce any product. There is no factory which produce a product without producing a waste. If you will observe human body is also a cellular factory. If you will observe in our day-to-day life activities called metabolic activities, so many waste materials are formed. For example, so many solid waste will be formed, that is called undigested food, and so many waste gases will be formed, that is called CO2, and so many liquid waste, extra water will be produced from our body. So these waste must send outside of the body at regular intervals in the process of excretion. If waste materials are not sent outside of the body, what will happen? Our body filled with the waste material and extra water, which leads to the cause death of person. So all of you open your 10th class textbook and open page number 74 and open page number 74. So they gave one table for you. You have to fill the table with the help of sharpened pencil. They gave 3 life processes. Side they gave products. 3 life processes, that is photosynthesis, respiration, digestion. Okay children, write down. Photosynthesis. What are the waste products formed in photosynthesis? Write down there. Glucose and O2. We know that in the process of photosynthesis, plants will take carbon dioxide and release a gas known as oxygen. Means oxygen is the waste product to plants and useful product to animals. Okay, write down there. Oxygen and glucose. Second one, respiration. What are the products which formed in respiration? CO2. CO2 is the product which formed in the process of respiration, comma, some amount of water also will be released in the process of respiration. Do you know, in the process of respiration, animals or living organisms will take oxygen and release a gas known as CO2. CO2 is the waste gas to the animals. That's why this CO2 must send outside of the body in the process of respiration, and some amount of water also will be released. Digestion. What are the products formed in the process of digestion? Write down. Undigested food. So if you will observe in these 3 life processes, one is photosynthesis, second one is respiration, and third one is digestion, some products will be formed. No? So in excretion, in the process of excretion, these waste materials must send outside of the body. Now I will explain about excretion in human beings. Now next topic, excretion in humans. Already I explained to you. In the process of photosynthesis, plants will take a gas known as carbon dioxide and release O2. O2 is the waste gas to the plants in the process of photosynthesis. So many waste materials are formed in the process of metabolic activities. Now I will explain about excretion in humans. Excretion is a process which is helpful to separate waste materials from the body. Separate waste materials or sending waste material from the body in the process of excretion. What will happen if excretion does not take place? What will happen if waste material does not send outside of the body? Our body filled with waste materials and our body filled with extra water. Our body filled with extra water and ionic balance. Ionic balance called as homeostasis. Very important. Ionic balance is called homeostasis. Ionic balance will be disturbed. What? Because why? Because excretion helps to send extra ions or salt from the body. If excretion does not take place, ions or salts like calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, their content may increases in our body, which leads to disrupt our daily activities. So, excretion is the process which helpful to separate waste material from the body at regular intervals. If excretion does not take place, what will happen? Our body filled with waste materials. Why? Because these waste, why excretion is very essential? Why? Because the waste materials simply called as nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste. These nitrogenous waste includes urea, uric acid, ammonia. Urea, uric acid, ammonia. Do you know, children? These are toxic in nature. Toxic in nature means they are very poisonous materials. If you are observing these three, urea, uric acid, ammonia, in these three, ammonia is very poisonous material. Very poisonous material. So, they must send outside of the body in the process of excretion. Why? Because they are toxic in nature. They are poisonous in nature. They must send outside of the body in the process of excretion. If you will observe in these are metabolites, metabolic waste. In these three, ammonia is very dangerous metabolic. In metabolic, ammonia is very dangerous material. They must send outside of the body in the process of excretion. Now, I will explain about which organ helpful for excretion. Excretion takes place with the help of a special system known as excretory system. That is excretory system. If you want to observe the main organ for excretion is kidney. Kidney is the major organ for excretion. In human being, excretory system includes two kidneys and two ureters and a urinary bladder and a urethra. System means group. Already we learned about digestive system, respiratory system, transport system in previous classes. No, system means group of organs. If you will observe, the excretory system includes kidneys, two kidneys, ureters, two ureters, and a urinary bladder, one urinary bladder, and a urethra. These four includes excretory system. If you want to observe human kidney, you have to observe the goat kidney. If you will observe the goat kidney is similar to human kidney. Okay, why? Because both are mammals. That's why if you want to observe the structure of kidney, you have and structure and shape of kidney, you have to collect goat kidney from butcher, and first you have to wash the kidney. Wash the kidney with water, tap water. This is helpful to remove extra blood present in the kidney. Now keep the kidney in a tray and observe the size and observe the shape and observe the color of the kidney. If you will observe the kidney, goat kidney will be bean shaped like human being kidney. Goat kidney will be similar to human being kidney. If you will observe the shape of kidney, first the shape will be bean shape. Why we have to choose goat kidney instead of human kidney means both human being kidney and goat kidney will be similar in shape, not size, similar in shape and similar in color. That's why we have to select goat kidney instead of human being kidney. First you have to observe the shape. The shape of goat kidney will be bean shape. Human being kidney also will be bean shape. Now you have to observe the shape. Shape that is bean shape. If you will observe, outer side of kidney will be convex in shape, inner side will be concave, outer side convex, inner side concave. What is the color? Color will be reddish brown. The color of kidney will be bean shape. The color of kidney, the color will be reddish brown. The color will be reddish brown. Shape will be bean shape. Outer convex in shape, inner concave in shape. These are the features which similar in human being kidney and goat kidney. Now, in the next class, I will explain about the internal structure of kidney and what is the length of human kidney, what is the breadth of human kidney, what is the thickness of human kidney, and what is the function of kidney, how waste materials, how urine will be formed in kidneys. I will explain the next class. Okay, thank you children.